folks. So you asked me to create videos for you guys when you were going through your slides to help you work through the problems and see more examples as I was working with them. So this is your first video that I'm creating. You are going through Google Slides right now about systems of equations, and there are 3 ways to find a solution. And the first one we're going to look at today is graphing. You should have already graphed these 2 linear equations in your notes. The one in red is very easy since it happens to already be in slope-intercept form. The one in black is an, I forgot what it's called, standard form. Sorry, guys. It is in standard form, and you need to go ahead and convert that into slope-intercept form just to make your life a little easier, which you should have already done. And you will end up with y equals 3x minus 2. This is much easier to graph, and that's just complicated. In order to find the solution of these 2 linear equations, you need to find where the 2 intersect or cross. The way we're going to do that, obviously, is we are just going to graph them. I have used 2 different colors of ink because I think that will make it a little bit easier to see what we are doing. And there's our x and y axis. I know it's beautiful. Don't judge. Let's start with the red one. So this one's pretty easy. The y-intercept is positive 2 because it's a plus, and the slope here will be a 1. So that means that your rise and your run are going to be 1. So over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, and so on and so forth in both directions. I'm actually going to use a straight edge, which as you can see is just another note card that I pulled out. You can actually use a ruler if you want to. You guys know where they are, but for my purposes, this is enough. Straight edge makes your line straighter and easier to see where they intersect. So that is our first line. Our second line has a y-intercept of negative 2, so I'm going to come down here to negative 2, and a slope of 3. That means that you will have a run of 1 and a rise of 3, because slope is, as you remember, rise over run. Over 1, up 3, and you're going to do this in both directions. You probably already see where they're intercepting, but I'm going to go ahead and draw my line, make it a little bit more clear. And because these lines are not parallel, they obviously intersect at this point right here, which happens to be 2, 4. And that is your final answer. That is your solution, because that is a point that is on both of the lines and where they happen to intersect. All right, continue with your Google Slides and come find me if you have any more questions. Thank you.